The Life of Princess Charlotte, a Trillionaire. Princess Charlotte, the granddaughter of the King of England, is a socialite, fashion trendsetter, and prominent figure in British high society. What goes on in this affluent princess's everyday life? It's actually more fascinating than you might think. Princess Charlotte has left her imprint in her little time on this planet, from lavish vacations to pricey education and high-end fashion statements. She even started a trend as a newborn. Let's explore the fascinating specifics of this royal child's trillionaire existence: grandeur, richness, and luxury. Princess Charlotte was born into a centuries-old family and has lived a life of unfathomable privilege and wealth. Her life is an amazing mosaic of royal magnificence, complete with lavish mansions, exquisite clothes, sparkling diamonds, and a private school. A direct descendant of kings whose reigns have influenced history, Charlotte is the daughter of Prince William, Duke of Cambridge, and Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge. During an era-spanning reign, her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, ruled over a commonwealth of nations and the development of the monarchy into a contemporary institution. The British royal family's wealth is measured not just in money, but also in the historical and cultural capital they have accumulated over the course of a millennium. The United Kingdom is dotted with castles and estates, each representing a different period in British history. These buildings, such as Balmoral Castle and Sandringham House, are more than just homes. They are representations of the stability and continuation of the British monarchy. Charlotte's existence has been surrounded by splendor since the day she was born at the Lindo Wing of St. Mary's Hospital, which has been the site of royal newborns for many decades. Media from all around the world gathered to get a sight of the new heir to centuries of tradition when her birth was announced, making it a worldwide event. The best things in life have shaped Charlotte's early years as a youngster. A group of estates that are more than just land and structures serve as the foundation for Princess Charlotte's history. They are strongholds of royal authority and heritage. One of these is Kensington Palace, a 17th century royal home and architectural wonder. Surrounded by the splendor that has housed generations of royals before her, Charlotte spends a large portion of her childhood here, in its lavish apartments and well-kept gardens. Nestled on the Queen's Sandringham estate, Anmer Hall is a verdant haven beyond the urban boundaries of London. Charlotte may hide away from the spotlight in this private home that the Queen gave to her parents. Away from the shadow of the throne, Anmer Hall provides a haven where she can enjoy the pleasures of childhood with its expansive grounds and private play areas. The splendor of Scotland's Balmoral Castle, a royal favorite for summer vacations, is also part of the royal portfolio. With its untamed scenery and expansive grounds, this historic estate is a creative playground where Charlotte can explore and have fun amidst the beauty of nature. The imperial state crown, the sovereign's scepter with cross, and the sovereign's orb are all part of the crown jewels, which are the royal family's material possessions. These are works of art with incalculable workmanship and worth, not merely representations of the monarchy. These artifacts, which stand for the nation's history and the monarchy's continuation, are part of Charlotte's inheritance. Another aspect of the family's material possessions is the art collection that hangs on the walls of the royal homes. These are not just ornaments, rather, they are a gallery of masterpieces that have been gathered over many centuries and include pieces by well-known artists. It is evidence of the cultural wealth Charlotte inherited that she was exposed to such art at an early age. Even at such a young age, Charlotte can travel in luxury thanks to the royal family's fleet of state vehicles, which includes Rolls-Royces, Bentleys, and Range Rovers. The royal transport arsenal also includes the Queen's Flight, a fleet of private planes, and the royal train, which are ready to take her to engagements or offer a method for her to travel privately. The importance of Princess Charlotte's future duties within the royal family becomes increasingly clear as she gets older. Her position is one of service, not merely privilege, which has always been the monarchy's guiding principle. Being a direct descendant of the throne, Charlotte is expected to uphold the monarchy's ideals, engage in public service, and engage in philanthropic endeavors in order to contribute to the royal legacy. She will also represent the monarchy at events in the UK and overseas as part of her public duty. These interactions are more than simply formalities. They are chances to advance British interests, deepen diplomatic ties, and demonstrate the monarchy's dedication to public service. Charlotte's attendance at these functions will carry on the royal family's custom of serving as the country's ambassadors. It is impossible to overstate Princess Charlotte's possible influence on the monarchy. She serves as a link between tradition and advancement as a young woman in the contemporary era. Her deeds, passions, and causes will influence how the general public views the monarchy and its place in modern society. The purpose of her education is to equip her for these duties by teaching her about the monarchy's constitutional structure and the careful balance between its ceremonial and utilitarian roles. She will have the poise and intelligence necessary for a life of service under the crown, thanks to her upbringing, which was soaked in royal protocol and public scrutiny. Furthermore, how Princess Charlotte handles the chances and difficulties of the contemporary world will determine how much of an impact she has on the monarchy. The way the monarchy engages with the public and media will probably undergo major changes in her generation, and Charlotte's contribution will be crucial in guiding these developments in the right direction. At her own christening, which took place at the Church of St. Mary Magdalene on the Queen's Sandringham estate, Princess Charlotte made her first public appearance. Though not any less glitzy than the Trooping the Color ceremony, this was a more private event. Her parents smiled proudly as they posed for pictures with their little bundle of joy, and Charlotte looked stunning in her white christening gown. After the baptism service, they were also spotted carrying the newest member of the royal family as they left the cathedral. From the beginning, Princess Charlotte's clothing choices, or rather, those made for her, have captivated people. Their impact on the fashion industry has been significant. In what is now called the Charlotte effect, it turns out that the clothes she wore as a baby had a beneficial effect on the nation's economy. When the princess was photographed wearing a delicate woolen shawl that was handmade by a small family-run business, the effect was first seen. Orders from all around the world flooded the company's website within hours, a trend that would grow all too familiar with each new appearance of the young monarch. The Charlotte effect is a tidal wave that overwhelms and delights, not just a spike in sales. Unprecedented demand causes brands and retailers to run out of supply in a matter of minutes. There is more to this surge than just popularity. It demonstrates the influence of royal approval in the digital era. Children's fashion designers have benefited greatly from the phenomenon, especially those who have had the privilege of dressing the young princess. Princess Charlotte was once spotted wearing a sheep-adorned pastel yellow cardigan. A seemingly unremarkable item of children's clothing, the cardigan gained popularity overnight. There was a complete sellout and an endless waiting list as parents from different continents rushed to buy the exact knitwear for their own kids. A change in consumer behavior is also highlighted by the Charlotte effect. The number of tourists visiting London increased noticeably in the months after Charlotte's birth, with many people wanting to see the new princess or visit locations connected to the royal family. As a result, business at the capital's hotels, restaurants, and other establishments increased. Princess Charlotte is already garnering attention for her stylish sense of style and her cute antics at a very young age. Whether it's beauty, fashion, or home decor, we can presume that anything related to the princess is sure to be popular with customers. This royal child doesn't hesitate to show off her excellent sense of style. From high-end gowns to quirky hairpieces, Charlotte is constantly in style. From her names to the ceremonies commemorating her milestones, Princess Charlotte's early years laid the groundwork for a life in which every little detail would have meaning. She was connected to more than 150 years of royal history by her christening gown, which was a duplicate of the one created for Queen Victoria's eldest daughter. But what really distinguishes her in the annals of royal history is her special place in the line of succession, which was cemented by the Perth Agreement. Charlotte heralds a new era for the monarchy, one that values equality and advancement, as the first woman in the British royal family to maintain her position in the line of succession above a younger male sibling. With the royal homes and the sacred classrooms as the backdrop, Princess Charlotte's childhood is a well-planned story. The young princess lived at Anmer Hall in Norfolk, a tranquil rural hideaway away from the spotlight, in the early years of her childhood. Here, nestled amid the seclusion and peace of the countryside, Charlotte's early years began. But as the years passed, the family decided to relocate to the historic Kensington Palace in 2017, which marked a stronger bond with royal responsibilities and the center of London. It has long been known that the young princess is unquestionably one of the cutest members of the royal family, possessing a pleasant and cheeky disposition. Her education will guarantee that she is knowledgeable about international issues and the subtleties of cross-cultural communication, as she will be expected to represent the monarchy on the international scene. Additionally, Charlotte can enroll in specialized classes on constitutional law and history to enhance her comprehension of the monarchy's function within the UK government. As she develops greater responsibility and possibly accepts patronage and royal duties, this understanding will be essential. All of these have demonstrated Princess Charlotte's opulent lifestyle, and as she matures, she will take on further royal responsibilities and continue to live and show off her wealth. Did you find this video entertaining? For more videos like this, like and subscribe.